find the first order low pass filter with the cutoff of 1 kilohertz and a gain of 3. So that is what we are going to do. So it's an op-amp filter. So now we have an active filter. So the Butterworth filter. So let's take it, pull it, and let's place it. We always are comfortable with having a negative terminal up and the positive down. So we will change it in that manner. And let's get it. So this is what we have. And let's put the resistor. We need a resistor, and then we need one more resistor. Okay, let me. It's the same, but just because of our notation. And then I'll take a ground and I'll place it here. And this is done. Then I need another resistor which is going to serve for my cutoff frequency. I'll put a resistor, and then I need a capacitor. I'll place the capacitor, and then I'll place it here. And then again I need a ground. So let me put a ground here. And then I also need an AC source. So let me take an AC voltage source and put it here. And again, the AC source will need a ground. Of course, I can have only one ground for the whole circuit. That is also fine. I can put this, completes the placement of the components. So after placing, let's do the wiring. Let's check our values. This resistor was 1K. This resistor was 2 kilo ohms. So let's make this resistor as 2K. 2K. And the capacitor is this resistor, let me make it as 160 ohms. 160 ohms. 160 ohms. And this is what, so now I'm done with it. And let me, just for getting a reasonably good output, let me make my input voltage as say 3 volts. So now I'm done with the components. Please note this is 1 kilo ohm, this is 2 kilo ohm, 160 ohm, and so now let's do the wiring. So I take my wire cursor, it becomes a wire, and then I place it here, and then I take put it here. And this is my RC, that decides my cutoff frequency, and this is my input. I connect it to my source, and then I connect this. I have it here. And then how about my resistor? This is my gain. I take this, I do this, and then I do this. How many of you have completed the wiring? We can then see the output. How many of you have completed this? Please confirm. Are you doing it? So a low pass filter with the cutoff of 1 kilohertz. So let me put an annotation if I want to put a text annotation. Yeah, if I want to put a text annotation, I can put it here. What I have is low pass filter, first order, 1 kilohertz cutoff, and gain equal to 3. This is what we have. So this is my my circuit. Anyone has completed? Are you doing? Okay, completed. So shall we see the output? So let us give the input. Okay, very good. So Lakshmi, Kavya has confirmed. I think Lakshmi also has confirmed. So if we have completed, someone is doing, you want some time, I'll wait. Otherwise, we will observe the output. If somebody wants me to wait, I'll wait. Otherwise, we will look at the output. So let us see the input. I'll take a probe and put for the input. And I'll take one more probe and put for the output. So I have my input and output. Let's run the circuit. Let's run and let us look at the result. This is my input and output, and let's look at it. So let us see the let us expand it a bit and let's see the input and output, and let's stop. And which is my input? My input is green color and my output is blue color. So let us see. My input is green color, output is blue color. Input has a maximum value of how much? Around 3 volts, and my output is a value of 6.2. What is the gain I have designed the circuit for? And what is the gain I am getting? What is the gain I have designed and what is the gain I am getting? I am supposed to get a gain of 3. Is anyone getting a gain of 3? Or we are not getting a gain of 3? What is the gain we are getting? Can you calculate the gain? Can someone tell what's the gain we are getting? My input is having 3 volts. My output is higher. Approximately 3? No. My input is 3. My output is around 6.3. What's the gain? What's the gain? 6.3 divided by 3 is how much? 6.3 is my output. 6.3 divided by 3 is 2.1. Very good. I'm getting a gain of 2.1 only. we'll come and see what is this number 2.1. So my output is higher than the input. It is working. That is fine. So my op amp is working. Everything is fine. But my gain is not. So let's go back to the circuit. Please go back to the circuit. And let us see, let us change my input. This is a low pass filter with a cutoff of 1 kilohertz. So at cutoff, you will not get the design gain. You will get this gain of 3 only in the pass band. So now go back to the circuit, change the frequency. Change the frequency. Instead of 1 kilohertz, make it as 200 hertz. Make the frequency as 200 hertz and then run the simulation. And then tell me what is the gain you're getting. Run it. So I've changed the frequency to 200 hertz, and now let us see the output. Are we getting a gain? And let us see the output. I'm changing my frequency, and let's stop it. And now see my input is around 3 volts, and what is my output? 3 3s are 9. I'm supposed to get 9. I've got 8.8. I've got 8.8. So I am getting a gain of almost 3. So this is a gain. This is 3, 2.9, and this I'm getting as 8.8. This is 2.9. Yes. So 2.9. So we have designed it for a gain of 3, and we are getting a gain of 2.9. So we are getting gain. So we are getting the designed gain. Where do we get the designed gain? We get the designed gain at the pass band. Please remember this A naught is the pass band gain. Let's go back here. So what we have is A naught, or the DC gain, is the pass band gain. passband gain, and this passband gain, passband. So if I have my cutoff frequency FC as 1 kilohertz, then my passband will be 100 hertz, 200 hertz, and so on. 100 hertz, 200 hertz, etc. This is my passband. In this region, we will get a gain of around 3. 2.9 is what we got. What will be the gain at cutoff? Gain at cutoff. If I look at the gain at cutoff, what is the gain at cutoff? It is always 0.707 times the DC gain. Please tell me how much is 0.707 into 3? 0.707 into 3. 0.707 into 3. How much do you get? 2.1. Very good. And this is the gain we got at the cutoff frequency. So when my input was at cutoff frequency, so if I set my frequency FC equal to 1 kilohertz, I will not get a gain of 3. I will get a gain of 3 into 0.707, which is 2.1. Did we see this output? We saw this output. We saw the gain of 2.1 at cutoff frequency. So this is something we need to remember. And so now let us see, this is the cutoff frequency. So let us go back to our circuit, and let us give a higher frequency. So my cutoff frequency is 1 kilohertz. Go back to this signal generator and give a high frequency. So instead of my cutoff is 1 kilohertz, now please give my input as 10 kilohertz. Make my input frequency as 10 kilohertz. And let us see the output. This is a cutoff frequency. It's a cutoff of 1 kilohertz, but I'm going to give a 10 kilohertz input. So now run the circuit and see what is the output you're getting. Run it. And let us see the output. I need to expand it because I have suddenly increased my frequency. So let me expand it. Let me expand it and see the output. So make a note. Let us make an, okay, let me expand it in terms of magnitude also. Say -5 and 5. And let me expand it a little more, and then let me see the reading. What is my input? Let's go back. My input is green, output is blue. Input is green and output is blue. Look at my input. So now my input is higher. Please see, my input is higher. What is my input? 2.9. 2.9. Input remains the same. It's the same 2.9 only. 3 volts. 3 volts is what we have set. And what is the output now? Output is 0.887. 887 millivolts or 0.8. So make a note of it. So when we have a first order filter, we have designed it for 1 kilohertz cutoff. And when I give my input as 10 kilohertz, so this is my when I am giving my input I am changing my frequency as F input is 10 kilohertz. 10 kilohertz. My gain. What is my gain? My gain is 0.887. And my output is this divided by 3. How much is the gain? Please compute it. My input remains as 3 and my output is this. So what is the gain that you're getting? 0.88 by 3. So around 0.3. This is what we are getting. Yes. So Kavya says it is 0.297. I will take it. 0.297. Yes, around 0.3. Yes. So this is what we are getting at 10 kilohertz. This is a first order system, a low pass filter that we have designed, and that's good. That's nice. So now, are you all comfortable with the first order system? So now we will change the same to a second order system. You can save it if you want. Otherwise, let us convert it to a second order filter. So we have seen it for a first order. Now I will go and I'll convert the same circuit to a second order filter. let's change it to a second order filter. So let's see the specifications, what specifications we want. Now, having seen the first order system, let us do the second order low pass filter. I'll retain my cutoff frequency FC as 1 kilohertz because I do not want to change my R and C. But you know that for a second order system, I need to, I need to have a gain. Let us keep a gain of 1.586. And how do we get this 1.586? It is 3 minus 1.414. So this is how we get it. And then what we have is the circuit is like this. I have the op amp. And this is my R1, and this is my R2. This is my gain. I'm in ground, and then I have two resistors, and this is my capacitor, and this is my capacitor. This is my capacitor. So now I'll retain my R. I have second order RC, and what is my value of my resistor now? I need a gain of 0.586. So we have seen it. R can be, this is 1K. This becomes 586 ohms. We have seen all this in our theory. And this R will remain as 160 ohms. And my C will be 1 microfarad. And then I will have a second order system. So let us go back to our circuit and let us try to implement this circuit. So now what we are going to do is we are going to convert this circuit to a second order system. So I will use the same circuit. If you want, you can rebuild it from the beginning. What I will do, I will remove this wire and I will shift this here. I'll shift my ground. And then I need to put one more resistor. I'll put one more resistor and I'll put one more capacitor, and that will become a second order. I'll keep this probe somewhere else. And then what is my resistor? The resistor has to be 160 ohms. So let me make this resistor as 160 ohms so that I can have the required cutoff. And then what happens now? I will take my cursor, I will do the wiring. I'll take the capacitor, I'll do the wiring, and I'll take this capacitor. And where does the wiring go to? It goes to the output terminal, and this is what I have. So now what I need to change my annotation. Now my annotation is second. This is a second order filter. A second order filter with the cutoff of 1 kilohertz, and the gain is 1.586. So this is what my circuit is. How many of you have completed it? And now let me put my frequency as same. It remains as 3. The voltage is 3. Let me first make my frequency as say 100 hertz. Let me start with 100 hertz, a frequency in the pass band, and then let us look at the output. If anyone has completed the circuit, please confirm. Please confirm. All that we did was we retained everything. We need to change the resistor also here. The second resistor should be changed to a gain of 560 ohms. 586. 586 ohms. This is 1K. So I have changed my resistor. Otherwise, these are two resistors of 160 ohm and 1 microfarad each. And so now I'm supposed to be having a second order low pass filter with the cutoff of 1K and a gain of 1.586. And how did I get 1.586? 3 minus 1.414, which is the coefficient in the second order Butterworth polynomial. So please look at the output and see whether we get it. How many of you have completed the wiring? Please confirm. Have you done the wiring? Have you done the wiring? Done. Yes, good. Good. So please run and check the output. Run and check the output. Run and check the output. Let us see the, let us run. So 100 Hertz, 3 volts is what I am doing. So this is a frequency in the pass band. Let us look at the output. Let us look at the output. And let us stop. And let us look at the input and output. What is my input? Input is green color and my output is blue color. Let us see. My input is green, my output is blue. Look at the gain. What is the gain we have designed? Input is around 3 volts. Output is 4.75. Who can tell me what is the gain? Input is around 3 and output is around 4.75. What is the gain? Gain is 1.583. So 4.75 and this. So it's a pass band gain. So is everyone convinced? So when I set my this is my second order system. So when my input frequency is 100 hertz, I am getting a gain of 4.75 divided by 3, and that Shashank is giving the value as 1.58. and which is very close to our expected value. So in the pass band, I am getting the expected gain. So now if I now let us change the frequency. My input frequency is say 1 kilohertz. What is the output you are going to expect? What is the gain you are going to expect at 1 kilohertz? What will happen? 1 kilohertz is a cutoff. My designed gain is 1.586, and at cutoff it gets multiplied by 0.707. So what is the value we get? 0.707 into 1.586. How much will you get? 1.586 into 0.707. How much is that? Anyone? What's the gain? So Shashank says it's 1.12. So let us check whether this is what we are getting. Let us change our input frequency to 1 kilohertz, and let us see what is the output we are getting and what's the gain we are getting. Yes, so let's go back to our circuit. Let us give a frequency of 1 kilohertz. I change my frequency to 1K, and let us run the circuit and let us see. So I'm supposed to be getting a gain of 1.1. So let us look at the input and output. So since I've increased the frequency, it's compressed. So let me expand it. And let us see the output. And what is my input? Input is around 3 volts. What is my output? 3.33. Are we getting the expected gain? So are we getting the expected gain? Are we getting the expected gain? Input is 3 and my output is 3.3. So what I am getting is I am getting my actual gain in my circuit. I am getting output is 3.33 and input is 3. So I am getting a gain of 1.11. So is that fine? So you see how closely what we expect by theory is what we will also get in the practical implementation. So now let us go back to our circuit and let us change my input frequency to 10 kilohertz. 10 kilohertz. Please change it to 10 kilohertz. Run it and share the output with me. Please share the output on the WhatsApp. Then I will know that you are also doing the circuit. Please share, run. I'm just keeping the same circuit. My input is 10 kilohertz now. I retain my amplitude as 3 volts and look at the output. Please run the circuit and share the result on WhatsApp so that I can see your output. I can see your output. Please share it. Of course, I will run and show, and please do not leave away. We are going to next do the, we'll convert this to a fourth order filter, and then or tell me for when you give 10 kilohertz, what is the output you're getting? What is the gain you are getting? What is the gain you are getting? Is there anyone who's doing it who can share the result? Anyone? Let us run. Let us run and let us see the output. See the output. Now you see it is so small. So let me make this as say -5 and let us say 5 and let us expand it. And do you see what has happened now? I made it 10 kilohertz. 10 kilohertz is in my cutoff range. And look at the output. My input is 3 volts. What is my output? Around 0.045. Output is around 0.045. See, because it has now from the first order, we have gone to the second order, and you see how the output has drastically decreased. So we are getting my output peak around 0.04645. So now when my input frequency is changed to 10 kilohertz, then my actual gain is now 0.046 divided by 3. We can compute it, you will get a value, and this is what we are getting as the output. Now what we will do is we will convert it. We will now, so we have seen first order, second order. Similarly, you can do third order also, but let us do a fourth order system. Let's do the fourth order system because we will need it. We will need it for the class for tomorrow for Fourier series as well. So that is why we want a fourth order Butterworth filter. And what is my polynomial? People had given the polynomial as 1 by s square plus 0.786, yes, plus 1. And what was the other constant? S square plus 1.8848. Is it there in the chat box? Let me check. we had, yes, 1.848, 1.765, 1.765 and 1.848, yes, plus 1. So this is my transfer function of the fourth order filter. So to implement it, all that I have to do is one second order system, and another second order system, And what is the gain of one stage? Gain of this stage is 3 minus 0.765. How much is this? Can someone tell me what is the value? 3 minus 0.765. Yes. Oh, thank you, Kavya. So we have the gain as 2.23. This is the gain, and we have another stage which should have a gain of 3 minus 1.848. How much is that? This is my G1, and let us say G2. How much is the gain of the second stage? 1 minus, 3 minus 1.84. So what's the gain? Yes, 1.152. So my resistor, I will retain my cutoff frequency FC as 1 kilohertz. I'll retain my cutoff frequency FC as 1 kilohertz, and I have to design one stage for a gain of 2.23 and the other stage for a gain of 1.52. 2.23. So now if I look at my resistors R1, and R2. For a gain of 2.23, if I keep my R1 as 1 kilo ohm, what is my R2 going to be? 1.23. And for the second stage, if I set my R1 as 1K, what is my gain R2 going to be? 152. So this is what I will have. What is my overall gain? 2.23 into 1.15. How much is the overall gain of the system? Who can tell? A total gain. Overall gain of the system is 2.23 into 1.152. How much is that? Overall gain. Srijani says it is 2.57. Okay. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. Let us convert this system to a fourth order filter. And please wait, you will see something so exciting and unbelievable that you will wonder how can it happen. So now let's go back to our simulation. Let's go back to the circuit, and we are already having the second order stage. So for first stage, I will make the gain as I will remove this. I will remove this. This I will set it for a gain of. I will set this for a gain of gain equal to 2.23. 2.23. So I have to set this resistor. This is 1K. I will set this resistor to a value of 1.23. 1.23K. So I am supposed to be getting a gain of this, and resistor, this 160 ohm I will retain as such. I'll make my frequency of my input circuit as say 100 hertz. My value input voltage will remain here. So this is my second order filter, first stage with a gain of 2.23. Now I have to make it as a fourth order system. So let me put one more op amp, and let me do the so I'll put one more op amp, and then my DC gain for the second stage was 1K, and then ground, I'll put that. And what was the resistance? 1.2, so I think 120 ohms. Is it right? 1.152, so 152 ohms is what we need the resistance as 150 ohms. Sorry. So this is 150 ohms. Sorry. And this, so let's finish this wiring. This is the second stage. And this is my and let us do this. And then for my capacitor, resistor and capacitor, I need two resistors and then two capacitors. I rotate, and then I need a capacitor. I rotate. And what are the values? This is for a cutoff of 1 kilohertz. We know this resistor has to be 160 ohm, and this resistor also has to be 160 ohm. All resistors are 160 ohm. Ananya and Saranya, please follow and check up and check. I hope and please check if I'm not doing any mistake. Yes. So this is what we have. The resistor, then this wiring, and I'm done with it. And this is what I have. So now okay, now what should I do? The output of the second stage becomes the input of the first stage. So this also I connect. So then now where should I see my output? I have to see my output here. I pull my output, and then so now I have a fourth order filter. This has a gain of 1.15, and this is what I have. Yeah, so now let's run the circuit. Let's run the simulation, and we are expecting an overall gain of around 2.2. So we have given 100 hertz as my input, and then let us see the output. We have given 100 hertz minus 8, and let us say 8 minus 10. So now what we have is, look at the output. Let us stop it and let us see. So my input is green, 3 volts is my input. My output, what is my output? Around 7.7. Can someone tell me how much is it? Input is 3 and output is 7.6. How much is the gain? How much is the gain? We now have a fourth order filter. My input is 3 and my output is 7.7. 7.7 by 3. How much do I get? So when my input, what happened? My when my frequency is 100 hertz, then I'm getting my gain as my output is 7.7 and input is 3. What's the gain? Can someone tell me what's the value? 2.56. So Kavya has given. So this tallies with our theoretical expectation of 2.57. So in the passband, our filter is working as expected. And let us just change the frequency and let us see what happens at the cutoff frequency. No, sorry, I should not have done it. Stop. So let's change our cutoff frequency to let us put it to a cutoff frequency which is 1 kilohertz, and let us 2.53. Okay, so our circuit is working. We will know the circuit is working only in the cutoff frequency. So let's put it to cutoff frequency. Argenta. Huh? Oh. Yes, so I've changed it to 1 kilohertz, and let us see what is my expected gain. Around 2.5 into 0.707 is what my expected gain is. Let us see whether we get that. Let's run it. I change it to 1 kilohertz. My input is green, output is blue. And what is the gain I'm supposed to get? My input is 3. What is my output? 5.2. 5.2. So let's check what's the gain we are getting. My input is, when I change my frequency to 1 kilohertz, my gain is 5.2 divided by 3. How much is this? 1.7, around 1.7. Is 1.7 equal to my 2.5 into 0.707? Is it my theoretical gain expected is 2.5? At cutoff, it's always 0.707 the passband gain. Please tell me how much is 2.5 into 0.7, 0.707. Are we getting the expected gain? Do you follow? 2.56 is your expected gain. 2.56 into 0.707. How much is it? 2.56 into 0.707. Can someone tell me how much it is? 1.8. Are we getting the same 1.8 by theory also? 1.7. So we have got something very close to our expected gain. So this is what at cutoff frequency, the gain is always 0.707 times the passband gain. Now let's go back to our circuit and let us give our frequency as something in the cutoff. So let's give 10 kilohertz, 10K as my frequency, and let's run and see the output. Now you see it's a fourth order system. I have given a 10 kilohertz and see the output, it's 0. Output is almost 0. Why? Because I have given, let me expand it if you feel that I need to expand. Let us say -4 and say +4, and then see the output. Output is 0. We cannot measure, there is nothing at 10 times the input. My cutoff frequency is 1 kilohertz, and when I give 1 kilohertz, my output is almost 0. You saw what happens with the order of the filter. When I put first order, I got some output. Second order, I got some output. Now when I made it fourth order, the output is almost 0. It's almost 0. So now this is what we have, a fourth order filter. Now you see, I told you I'm going to show you something very exciting. Now you please watch this very carefully. What I will do is I will remove the input. I'm going to remove this input. I remove the input, and instead of giving a sine wave, I am going to give a square wave, clock voltage. Please take the clock voltage and put it. Put the clock voltage and give that as the input, and then I give this. So my input is 5 volts. Let it remain as that. And let me change the frequency to say around, say, let us say 2 kilohertz. Not 2 kilohertz. Let me change the frequency to say 800 hertz. Let me try. Let me give a frequency of 800 hertz. What is my input? Input is a square wave. And let us see what is the output. Are you following? Are you following what I did? I have a fourth order low pass filter. To this fourth order low pass filter, what I'm going to do, I've changed my input now. All along we gave a sine wave and we saw the sine wave. Now I'm given a square wave. And let us see what the output is. Anyone, I'll give you 2 minutes. If anyone working along with me, and I can wait, otherwise I will show you the output. Let's run this circuit. If you want me to wait, I will wait. Or you're just observing what I am doing, you can observe. Let's run it and let us see the output. Let us see the output. Let's go back. Let's stop the circuit. And what are you seeing? Let me just go back to my input circuit, and instead of giving 5 volts was a little higher, because we know the op-amp gets saturated. Let me just make it 4 volts, and my frequency is 800 hertz. I have given 4 volts and a frequency of 800 hertz, and let me run it and let me see what is the output. How is the output? Can anyone describe? My input is green, output is blue. Output is blue. How is my output? How is my output? Let me yes, any answers? We have designed a beautiful filter. What's the order of the filter that we have designed? We have designed a fourth order low pass filter. We are giving, what is the input? Input is a square wave. And what is the output we got? We gave a square wave input. Of how much frequency did we give? And what is the output we are seeing? What is the output we are seeing? I gave a square wave as the input, and I have given, is it in my passband frequency? Let's go back. What's the frequency I have given? I have given 800 hertz. You want to change the frequency? Let me change the frequency to say 700 hertz, and let me say make the amplitude to say 3 volts and 700 hertz. Let me run it and let me see the output, and let me stop it. What is the output you are seeing? I want someone to describe the output. We gave 700 hertz, 800, 900 hertz. We gave a frequency, a square wave, and what did the square wave come out as? Did the square wave come out as a square wave, or did it come out as something else? Input is green, output is blue. I have given a square wave as input, and I got the output as a sine wave. What's the frequency of the sine wave? Can someone tell? Sorry, we gave the input as For one square wave, I'm getting the same. So if I look at my period of my, I am having 1, 2, 3, around 3 divisions of my input in one cycle. In the sine wave is also having around 3 divisions. So output is a sine wave of the same frequency. Do you follow? Do you follow? And are you not surprised by the output? Is anyone surprised by the output? I gave a square wave as input and I got a sine wave as output. I gave a square wave of frequency within my pass band. My cutoff frequency, what's the cutoff frequency of my filter? 1 kilohertz. And what is the frequency I have given as input? I gave the input as frequency 700 hertz, I think. So it is well within the cutoff, but my output has become a sine wave. How many of you are surprised by the result? Is anyone surprised by the result? I gave a square wave and then I got a sine wave as the output. Is anyone surprised with the result? If you tell yes, I'm surprised, then I'll be happy. If you feel that no, it is fine, also fine. Established. So what we have is we have a fourth order. We have a fourth order low pass filter with a cutoff frequency of 1 kilohertz. 1 kilohertz, and we gave a square wave of around 700 hertz. And what is the output we got? We got the output as a sine wave of 700 hertz. 700, 900. So are you not surprised by this result? Is anyone wondering why did we get this result? Please tell yes, you are not able to understand the result. Is anyone surprised or everyone is happy? Okay, I gave a square wave and output has come out as a sine wave, no problem. Yes, anyone? Is anyone surprised by this result? Is anyone surprised by this result? Or is nobody surprised? Anyone surprised by the result? Okay. Shashank says, please explain it. Yes. So, okay, Shashank is wondering why it has happened. Thank you so much. So now let's just go back to the circuit. And now instead of 700 hertz, what I will do is I will make my frequency. Let me make my frequency as say 100 hertz, or let us say 50 hertz. I make my input frequency as 50 hertz. I retain my input as a square wave and I change my frequency to 50 hertz. Let us run the same circuit and let us see what is the output we get. The same low pass filter, I am giving my input, and let's stop it. So I have my input square wave. How is the output now? It is something like a square wave, but there is some overshoot and undershoot. I'm giving a square wave and I'm getting a square wave, but what is the frequency happen? Now I have changed my frequency to 50 hertz. When I make my frequency to 50 hertz, I am getting an output. I am getting an output. Okay. So now when I change the frequency for the same low pass filter, if I have the same low pass filter, and if I change my square wave, I'm giving a square wave of what frequency? I gave a square wave of 50 hertz, and then I am almost getting a square wave. Of course, there is a little rise and fall. Output is also 50 hertz. Of course, the frequency is not exactly, there was a small rise and fall. There's a small rise and fall, but I'm getting, so a square wave is coming out as a square wave if I make my frequency around 50 hertz. But when I keep my frequency at 700 hertz, I am getting my output as I give a square wave and I get a sine wave. Let us try with some other frequency for the same circuit. Let us try some other frequency. Let's go back to the circuit, and I'm giving a square wave, and let me give a square wave of, let us say, 1 kilohertz cutoff frequency. So 1K. Let me give at 1K and see what happens. Let us see 1K. I give 1K and let me run and see what happens. And let us see what happens. So now I have changed my frequency. I gave it as 1 kilohertz. I gave my input is a 1 kilohertz square wave, and output, does it look somewhat like a sine wave? I'm giving 1 kilohertz. I'm still getting a sine wave of 1 kilohertz. So somewhere near the cutoff frequency, if I give a square wave, it is coming out as a sine wave. I'm not sure whether the multi. So this is something that has happened. Let us see if I have a sawtooth. I'm not sure whether we have a. Let's try to give a triangular voltage generator. Okay. So now what I will do is I will remove this. I will remove this square wave generation, and let me change my voltage, and let me put this triangular voltage generator, and let us put the triangular voltage generator, and let us see what happens. What happens? So let me look at this triangular voltage. So 1 millisecond is my time period. Half of it is 500. Let me make my voltage as say 3 volts, and let's run and see. So now I have changed my voltage to a triangular voltage source. Let me run it, and let us look at the output. I have changed it. So I gave a triangular voltage, and again, what am I getting? What am I getting? Am I getting a sine wave? I'm giving a triangular wave of around 1 kilohertz. And when I give a triangular wave of 1 kilohertz, what am I getting at the output? Let me change the frequency instead of 1 milli, say 0.8, 400 microseconds. Let's run it. Okay, no, I think. No, I think yes, going back. What was it? One, not 0.8. 0.800, 0.8 milliseconds. Yes. Milliseconds. Let's run and let us see the result. Let's see the result. How is the result? I've given a triangular. I've given a triangular input. I've given a triangular input of around 800 hertz. And how is the output? Is it sine wave? Is it sine wave? So we have given a triangular input of 800 hertz, and we got a sine wave as the output. Now, so what is it that we are seeing? So for the same filter, if I give a triangular input of 800 hertz, again I am getting a sine wave as the output of 800 hertz. 800 hertz. And Shashank has told, please explain. And this is very surprising. I told you have something surprising at the end. This is what is surprising. So I give a square wave, I get a sine wave. I give a sine wave, I get a sine wave. I give a triangular wave, I get a sine wave. So this is, and how can I explain? I cannot explain with what we have studied today. To understand this exciting phenomenon, we need to understand what is known as Fourier series. We need yes, we need to go into what is known as the Fourier series. Only when we understand what is Fourier series, we will be able to explain the above observation. So we are done with filters. We saw filter design. So given any specification, we know to design the filter. And tomorrow's class, we will see the theory, both Python implementation and the multisim implementation of Fourier series. So we will see it, and then we will understand why we got this output tomorrow. So we'll be able to explain and understand once we go into Fourier series. So any doubt? Maybe if you think I was a bit fast, try out the circuit. You know the Butterworth filter, you know the polynomial, you know the constant. You can implement it yourself and try to do it. So thank you. So tomorrow we'll start off with the new topic, and that is Fourier series. So thank you. Any questions? Any question? Are you all confident of implementing a filter? If I give you transfer function, can you convert it to a Butterworth implementation? Very good. Thank you for confirming. So if I give you the Butterworth filter, if I say fourth order, third order, you can implement the circuit and you can implement it. So can you convert it to a high pass filter? Just interchange resistor and capacitor. Yes. So tomorrow we will see Fourier series and we will see why this has happened. I gave a square wave, it has come out as a sine wave. So we will see this tomorrow. So thank you.